Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Today is June 20. Right next to me, we have Jonnathan Dominguez. And he will be the headlining on our next upcoming event, August 16. He will be the main event on the undercard for the amateur bout, 135-pound bantamweight belt. Now, Jonnathan, let's run through all the people that watched the interview. What do you feel about your last performance?
My last fight, it was pretty good, you know. I definitely felt like I looked better than my previous performances. That was my main goal, just look professional, go out there, look as pro as possible. Now this fight, I'm just trying to tune everything to the max and really look pro out there.
Now, great performance, by the way, the last fight, and I see almost every time I see you step in there, I can see the growth and I can see the difference, the improvements that you make. Every few months you make a very little bit of adjustment. Now on this upcoming one, I think it's probably one of the tougher challenges because he's very doable. He's been in the game for a minute and he's a little older guy, more wisely mentally. So you're fighting another Jonnathan Burdick for the title fight. What do you think of Jonnathan Burdick?
Man, he's definitely a tough dude. I've seen a few of his fights. You know, he's been around for like 5 or 6 years in the MMA.
Yes.
You know, so he's been doing it way longer than me. I saw his fight with Chris, and I mean, yeah, I know he's a tough, durable opponent. Definitely going to be one of my tougher tests. You know, I've gone against some better opponents, some opponents that are more, you know, not as good, and now we're going against a tougher opponent. So I'm excited for that.
Now you're about to have a price tag on your forehead if you do coming out winning this fight. Every 135er in California is going to be eyes on you. Now the champion Ashton Stanley, he's going to make a pro debut on the same night. So I've been talking to him a little bit. He's like, I'm going to keep watching who's going to be the next up and comer. You know, someday we might meet at the pro circuit. So this is definitely have eyes on the pro as well. You know. So when you're watching Jonnathan Burdick's fight, where do you see yourself having an advantage on him?
You know, overall, I think I'm just going to be able to outstrike him. He's definitely, like I said, he's an overall good fighter. He can do the striking, he can do the wrestling and stuff, but I feel like I'm a little bit quicker than him on the feet, and on the ground, I am just a little bit more spazzy, and I can get where I want to be when I want to. So
now, when I talk to him, you probably see his interview. He thinks wrestling is pretty much always in his pocket. He can always, things don't go his way, he can always go back to the wrestling and take you down, and then trying to drown you on the ground. You know, what do you think of his statement?
Well, I mean, he'll probably want to shoot after being on the field with me for a bit. So I mean, I'm sure he'll want to shoot and stuff. But I mean, I'm prepared for that. I've been wrestling and doing a lot of jiu-jitsu, so yeah.
Now, a question off the grid.
Good.
Off the grid. This is the question, not related to your fight. You know,
Okay.
what do you think of an MMA fight in the ring?
What do I think of MMA fight in the ring? Like in a boxing ring, or
Yes, in the boxing ring.
like how they do at the San Francisco Combat Night, right? They do like a.
Do they done that?
I think
don't
so,
remember.
right? It's like they have a big event. I think it's Gilbert Melendez or Mendez. Gilbert Mendez. He does it in the ring. I think it's pretty cool, but it's probably harder to wrestle in there because of the ropes. You don't got the cage.
Yeah.
The cage really helps with
The
wrestling.
reason I asked you is like, somebody just sent me a video. I might have to share with people. I don't know where that fight happening. Probably not in California. The two guys fighting in a ring, and the one guy do a blast double, and they both fell out of the ring.
Oh shit.
And like disappear, fall into like a judge's table. And I would start laughing, I'm like, holy shit, you know. And it's crazy because I actually trying to talk to the commission, you know, like the reason why a lot of people that doing MMA in the ring, because MMA kickboxing is banned on the cage. The kickboxing cannot be in the cage. I'm like, I talked to the commission. Actually, I was trying to go to the commission meeting. I'm like, you know, MMA should be banned in the ring, and kickboxing should be okay to be in the cage. You know, so there's a reason. I don't understand why you can't fucking do kickboxing in the ring.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I mean, you can't do kickboxing in the cage. Like, pretty much everything people do in kickboxing, they do it in the cage anyway.
Yeah.
Why do you ban that? You know, so a lot of promoters, they want to do like kickboxing in the ring, but in the cage they can, but they want to have a hybrid card, so they force them to do the ring and the MMA, and you know, it's kind of like I'm pretty highly against it myself. You know,
No, I agree. I'm more of a cage guy myself. I mean, we got a cage in here, so I like the cage.
All the wall work, all the wall wrestlings, and when
Yeah.
you're fighting the the ring and the rope.
There's none of that.
Nah, none of that. It's changed a lot of factor, you know.
Yeah.
And some people like disagree. So just want to see what you take on
Yeah,
that.
no,
you know.
definitely cage is the best way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if people want to get a hold of you, come by buy a ticket, watching you fight. It's a big moment. How can people contact you?
If you want to contact me on Instagram, YoungJMMA, on YouTube, TikTok, YoungJMMA on everywhere. So, yes, sir, we're trying to get it popping everywhere.
Now, you are very active on TikTok. What do you do for work?
I work at Verizon, so I still sell phones and stuff. But I mean, that gives me time to like edit videos and kind of think about what my next move is as far as like what I do.
Now, because you work for Verizon, do you have like better knowledge on how to operate on phones, on TikToks, and all that? No.
Nah, I mean, you learn that stuff off of like just watching the TikToks from YouTube. You know, they don't teach you none of that at Verizon for sure.
No.
No.
I thought all the technicians you have to explain to the people like to set up on the phones and all that.
No, they do some training in the back, but no one really watches that. You just skip, and then when you go out there, you kind of just hope for the best. You know?
And how long have you been working for Verizon?
About 3.5 years. Yeah.
And you got a super deal as an employee?
It's all right. It's not too bad.
Not
you
too
get,
bad?
You get employee discount like on your actual line, so that's pretty good.
Oh, that's pretty awesome, you know.
Yeah.
Now, if your opponent, Jonnathan Burdick, watching this interview, what do you have to say to Jonnathan?
I heard you want to have a good match, so let's have that striking match. Let's do what we gonna do out there, and let's see who's got the bigger cojones.
Now, you know he just coming off a win
Yeah.
on the Muay Thai fight.
Yeah, I didn't see that one. I think he was fighting for another promotion.
Yeah, some called the New Money Fight Club or something
New
in,
Money Fight Club.
in Sunnyvale.
I never seen it, but I mean, good for him, you know, staying active. I'm sure that's gonna have his striking like at an all-time high, and you know, yeah, I'm ready for that.
That's pretty awesome, you know. Now, for more information about this upcoming event, check out DragonHouseMMA.com. We are updating the website the next few days. Stay tuned, guys. It's over 20 plus fights on this upcoming card. We're looking at about 6 professional fights, roughly about 20 amateurs on the card. So it's gonna be all night long, no intermission, no break. Door opens at 3 p.m. First fight kicks off at 4. From 4 p.m. to 9:30, it's gonna be like non-stop. Fight after fight. No intermission, no break, and push the pace. So want to come see a good night firework competition? Come check out DragonHouseMMA.com. Kezar Pavilion, August 16th. We got beer and wine, and then we got good food. We got flying chicken wing tacos. Making sure you come in and have a good time, have a good night, and then cheering for your friend. And make sure you directly get a ticket from Jonnathan so he can get a little credit for it, and then DM him. Check out his Instagram. Check out his TikTok. And everything, all that, you know. So you put up a lot of content on there.
Yes, sir.
How many followers you got?
I don't even know. It's too much to count. I just let it rack up, you know.
That's pretty awesome. All right, any last word you want to shout out to anybody?
Shout out my family, my fiance, Chewy Blends, the whole RTC. You already know we coming out with the belt.
Woo! August 16th. I'm Jong Lo signing out. Woo!